Well, I've been thinking today. Um, there's a lot of problems in the world right now, and one of the biggest problems is that people don't have this. People aren't surrounded by the nature. People need this in their lives. People aren't thinking correctly. People are thinking very neurotically, and I think it's one of the biggest problems in the world. And I think it's why people can't think straight, because people aren't surrounded by nature. People aren't surrounded by the elements. People aren't in their natural setting. Like this is what you need to be surrounded by all the time. Like what the hell are we doing? We're surrounded by a concrete jungle. We go to work in this concrete jungle with all this hustle and bustle and all these annoying noises all the time. You know, car, this, that, construction, something's always beeping, something's always buzzing. It's just this unnatural, man-made environment with all these unnatural, alien-looking things to us. The plastics, the metals, the man-made environments, all the terrible, ugly garbage everywhere, and all this crap. It's just a shame, and I believe it's one of the biggest issues that people are facing right now, because I know it might be taboo to say this, but I think population is one of the biggest issues on this planet that a lot of people aren't addressing. It's like the combination of the population is so big and people aren't exposed to nature, and the fact that the population is so big is making it hard for people to be exposed to nature, because we're cutting down and mowing down everything. There's less trees. If you go in nature, if you go in a city, you go in a city and observe. If you go in a city and observe, you'll realize that, at least in my city, where I grew up, there was like all this nature. Like there's, a forest behind, Family Video, or there was a forest behind this school over here that you used to go in and play in all the time. There was a forest at this park over here, and now it's all just cut down. Now all there is just, it's just fucking a bunch of buildings everywhere. There's no urban forests anymore. There's not that many trees anymore. It's just most cities have become concrete jungles, and it's a darn shame. And I think it's affecting a lot of people's psych. Man, that's beautiful. Whatever that was up there. Cardinal, or I don't know what the hell it was, but yeah, you don't even hear all these beautiful noises out here. It's just so calm and serene and natural and good, and you just don't have that when you're in the city. It's just this alien hustle and bustle, unnatural environments, man-made this, man-made that, this noise, that noise, everything's buzzing. I think it has over time, impact. It has an impact on the system. It has an impact on the psychology, and it makes people mentally perturbed and mentally unstable. And I think if a lot of people surrounded themselves in nature, expose themselves to nature more, I think a lot of neurotic behavior and a lot of mental illness, not all of it, but a lot of mental illness would calm down, would not be so bad. It won't be so bad. So yeah, it won't be so bad, and it won't be so bad. And if you think about it through history, you look at You look at people in the past, look at different photos of people in the past. They weren't in this environment where they're more exposed to nature. The population wasn't so huge. The cities weren't this huge, disgusting concrete jungle where you don't see any nature anymore. There's no urban forest anymore. People looked healthier. People's skin looked healthier. People looked healthier. You know, they had some issues. You know, they didn't live a long time sometimes because there's just other weird issues like sicknesses and stuff like that. But that's not always the case. But people generally lived well, and they didn't have a lot of the same mental illness that we have. This generation has a lot of mental illness, that is completely alien to generations of old. You know, autism rates are on the rise. Some people say that, oh, it's just because we're getting better at diagnosing it. Well, then that doesn't make any sense, because then why is the autism rates increasing year by year? You know, oh, we're just getting better at detecting it. We're just getting better at detecting it. Well, that may be. I'm not saying that that's false, but like, why do you just jump to that conclusion? Like, what if it's like, what if it's increasing? Like, what if it's an actual mental illness brought on by something in the environmentally, a toxin in the environment, something that we're not detecting? What if it's something that is increasing? It's not just we're getting better at detecting it. There's beautiful trails here, man. Beautiful trails here. Some mud. That's okay. That's all right. We're getting better at detecting it. I don't think it is. We're just getting better at detecting it. I have a video about autism. I don't know. Autism confuses the hell out of me. I don't understand autism. I think it's, who knows? I don't want to get into it right now. That's not the point. Either way, I think people with autism and mental illness, even autism, yes, even autism, I think they would benefit from going on nature walks, getting away from the busy city environment. A lot of people with autism, they're always stuck inside the house, and they're always on their computers, and they're always in this unnatural environment all the time. And whatever, you know, they have the freedom to do that if they want, but like, I don't think that that's best for them. I don't think they're living the best life that they could possibly live. I don't think they're living their optimal life. I think they would be able to live a more fulfilled, a more full-fledged life if they, I think being out in nature, going for nature walks, being more in commune with nature would help them a lot. Help them calm down a bit, help them, you know, and a lot of people with mental illness too. It just help them, because like I said earlier, the society that we live in is I think not everything, but most of what's agitating people's minds. You know, it's why we're having all the wars right now. It's why we're having all of this, we're having all of that. It's because people can't think straight. And I noticed it in the workplace, and even at the grocery store and everything, that everyone is just like mentally perturbed. Everyone's mentally unstable. You know, I have people that look at me with hatred. I'm like, I don't even do anything to them. Like, what did I do? You don't even know anything about me. And people would just be angry. People be tailgating. People be doing this. People be rushing with their grocery carts at the grocery store. People are just unhappy, man. People are unhappy, and no one can think right. And yeah, I think a big problem is we're not in commune with nature, and we got to get out more. We got to lessen the impact of the toxins of the environment on our brains and bodies, and we need to be more compassionate and accepting of people who are different than us too. That's a big one. And just because someone has a different opinion than you, you don't get angry at them. It doesn't mean that you gotta tear them down. That's another thing which makes me mad. It's like people they don't like being wrong about anything. They don't like being wrong about anything. And it's like, you can't like question anything. No, you can't question me. Like, what the fuck is with people, man? Go darn it, dude. Go darn it. But yeah, it's just I noticed a whole lot. I think it's the plastics, it's the environmental toxins, it's the EMFs, it's the electronic waves coming off the cell phones, off the radio towers. We don't have a pristine. People don't like to hear that part. You know, people are okay with hearing the whole plastics and the environmental toxins and stuff, but when you bring up radiation poisoning from cell phones, and cell phones themselves are a big part of the problem too, I think, because they're causing people to it's like draining. It's like a dopamine drain. It's causing them to be addicted, being a cell phone addiction, which I think is very severe, and a lot of people have it. And it's not good because you're sitting on a it's just not good in general. And the EMFs that are coming from the cell phone, I don't think are too good for you. You know, cancer is another thing that's increasing, and it's just genetics. Oh, cancer is genetics. Everything's just genetics. That's their explanation for everything. I don't think that's true. There's some deer right there. There's some deer right there. Yeah. Whoa, holy cow, there's another one. Man, they be all over the place here, dude. They be all over the place here. Yeah. I don't think it's just genetics, but they want to say that the EMFs, the radio waves that are coming from everything, they have no effect. Well, like, just because you can't see it, just because you can't feel it, just because it's not tangible, it doesn't mean that it's not having an effect. You could say that, oh, I don't feel the plastics in my body right now. Oh, I don't feel the fluoride in my body right now. Oh, I don't feel how aspartame is affecting my brain, or this chemical or that chemical. It doesn't mean that it's not having an effect. Like, just because you can't feel it, it doesn't mean that it's not having an effect. You know, and then like Elon Musk, it's something that Elon Musk doesn't like, because I mean, it makes sense that Elon Musk doesn't like the fact that cell phone radiation causes damage, or it could be bad, because that's his whole entire world. This whole entire world is electronics, you know, making the world more you know, the Internet of Things, 5G, robotics and everything. So I mean, of course he's not going to be into this, but I just don't understand. Like, I'm not saying that we have to get rid of everything. We should just lessen the impacts. Take a break from the Wi-Fi and all the bad things, you know. Go out, be surrounded more in nature. Don't be constantly surrounded by it 24/7. I think that's the problem. You know, the body can take some damage. The body can take some radiation poisoning. The body can take some poisoning from chemicals and stuff like that. But if it's just constantly surrounded by it all the time, then I think that's the problem. Because like, the body can only take so much. The body can only take so much before it comes to a breaking point. And how do you know that the cell phone radiation is not having some sort of effects on the brain and body? How do you know? Oh, well, but like, it's just like, it just doesn't make any sense to me, dude. Like, wouldn't it be more smart to err on the side of caution? Just because you don't have the data yet, there is data that it causes damage, which people are in denial of. But, you know, I don't know, wouldn't you just want a pristine environment too? Wouldn't you want a pristine environment where there's no EMFs? no environmental toxins. Just don't make any sense to me, dude. It don't make any sense to me. It don't make any sense to me. Oh my God. Oh, lost my train of thought. Oh, I drank some caffeine today. Whenever I drink caffeine, I get like I drank a Pepsi. The first time I had a Pepsi in frickin', oh my God, I haven't had a Pepsi in the past frickin', 15 years, I think. I just don't drink soda. Speaking on the topic of health, I don't drink soda. Soda is just disgusting to me. It's like, if you're gonna drink a sugary drink, wouldn't you want it to like why don't you drink orange juice or something else, grapefruit juice or something that tastes good and it like has nutritive benefits to you at the same time. Why are people drinking sody pops which have no nutritive benefits or very minimal nutritive benefits, if at all, and they're drinking those all the time? Like, things just don't make sense to me, man. Things are just upside down on this planet right now. Things don't make any sense to me. Things don't make any sense, and it's a darn shame. Like, that's just how I look at it. If I'm gonna drink something, if I'm gonna eat something, why not, if it tastes good and if it's healthy for me at the same time, double whammy. That's double whammy. Then that's like what I'm gonna want to have. That's what I'm gonna want to have. It tastes better for me if it's healthier. I guess I'm weird, Like, it tastes better for me if it's healthy for me at the same time. Or it tastes better for me knowing that it's not bad for me. It tastes better for me knowing that it's at least not bad for me. And if it's healthy for me, that's even better. Who the fuck wants a soda anyways? I had the Pepsi today and it was just like, I don't know, it's just sugar. It's just sugar. And it tasted artificial, and it tasted like chalky in my teeth, in my mouth. Like, it was weird. It didn't feel good. It didn't taste good. I didn't like it. High fructose corn syrup. Man, it was just nasty. But yeah, we really got to change things up on this planet. We really got to bring it back. We really got to bring it back to planet Earth. We got to stop cutting everything up. We got to stop cutting down all the trees. We got to reduce the human footprint on the planet, because I don't believe that we're going to be able to solve the problems. I don't think Elon Musk is going to be able to solve the problems. I don't think people are going to be able to solve the problems at the rate in which the problems are being created. You know what I mean? The problems are getting too heavy for there to be a solution, for there to be a quick solution. It's like, why are all these problems happening in the first place? The plastic in the ocean, the landfills, this, that, cutting down the trees, all these problems. Because there's too many people on the planet. It's because of it's something that people don't want to admit, but it's just because there's a lot of people on the planet. There's a lot of people on the planet right now. There's a lot of people on the planet. And how is that not the main issue, And that's like, you gotta understand, we have to take the population into accountability. We have to be responsible for every action that we do. We have to be responsible. We can't just do one thing and not be accountable. Like having lots of children, increasing the population, it is an action. So we're gonna have to take accountability for it. Every action that you see, every action has an equal yet opposite reaction. It's not just, okay, we can do all this stuff on the planet, but we just can't reduce the human population. That's just something that's just totally off the map. We can never do it. Well then, okay, I say good luck with that. Good luck with that, because how are you going to... Good luck with that, because how are you going to fix the problems when you're creating more problems at a faster rate in which you will be able to fix those problems? How do you know that there's going to be some sort of AI or something like that, or that, you know, everyone drives a nice car that is powered by electricity, which is, you know, arguably, they say, you know, well, it's powered by coal, and you know, there's pros and cons to things. There's consequences, and no one has any clarity on the world right now. They don't understand. Like, no one's thinking straight about anything, and it's just a damn shame. It's a damn shame. You're not going to solve the world's problems, especially the environmental problems, by giving everyone an electronic car. Because there's lots of other problems. There's the whole plastic problem. What are we going to do with all the plastics? What are we going to do with all the coal? What are we going to do with, you know, the food supply? And then the food supply is getting less nutrient dense too, because we're not replenishing the soil. So everyone's becoming progressively weaker, and that problem is happening underneath everyone's nose. And that's another problem too, which I've heard about, which I should make a video about, which might as well just talk about it right now, because I think that's another big problem too. And if you look at, hearkening back to a previous point, if you look at people back in the olden days, they looked stronger because they weren't weakened by this system. They had more physical labor. They were exposed. Trail closed. Whatever. I'll go this way. It's such a nice trail right here, dude. Such a nice trail right here. But they were exposed to less environmental toxins, and they were exposed to less environmental toxins, and the food was more nutrient dense. The food here, they don't replenish the soil. They're not replenishing the soil. Look at this soil out here. This soil is rich out here. This soil is rich. Everything out here has the full spectrum of nutrients that it should have. And then when you're growing stuff commercially, even if it's organic, they're not getting the same, it's not getting the same amount of nutrients in it that you would find here. Because out here, it's the circle of life. Out here, everything has organic matter that everything else feeds upon. So everything else gets the proper nutrients that it's supposed to have. Everything else gets the proper nutrients that it's supposed to have. So that's when you see an animal out here. Animals look very vibrant and robust and energetic. They don't need much sleep. They're like that all the time. But you see humans are sloppy nowadays. Humans don't have any energy. Everyone has to have a coffee every day to get energy. It's just a shame. It's just a shame, really. But yeah, things got to have more nutrients in them. That's the big problem in the world. Look at that soil over there. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful soil. People aren't getting the proper sunlight. Look at me right now, I'm getting a tan. I haven't been out in the sunlight for many months. It's been like 6 months. Been staying inside a whole lot. It's been winter time over here. But yeah, there's just a lot of problems in the world right now, and we got to fix them. It doesn't matter what kind of technology that you're going to bring to this planet. It's just not going to fix it, because everyone wants to have a huge house. Everyone wants to have 2 or 3 cars. You're trying to control the human ambition, and I just think it's just not wise, and it's not practical. And I think there should be, even as far as saying that there should be laws to control the population. It doesn't mean that you should just not have a child. You just can't have so many, like China. And it's not a bad thing, you know? It's really just a... And do I ever think this is going to happen? No, I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, that's another thing. Like, rivers are drying up too. Rivers are drying up in India and across the world. And the food, you know, it's just like the population, if it keeps on increasing, everyone keep on having lots of kids, then we're going to be in trouble, I think. We're going to be in trouble. People got to get more sunlight. People got to get out more. People got to develop more sense inside their brains. The reason they don't have all the sense, the reason they don't have any sense inside their brains is because they're not exposed to a natural environment. They're fed with lies on the media. They're caught up on their cell phones. They're caught up on the video games all the time, the cell phones all the time. And they're running around like a lab rat inside of a maze, inside of a house that's not exposed to the elements, that's temperature controlled. You got to be exposed to the elements. Healthy, you got to get sunlight. You got to feel the earth. You got to feel the earth, man. You got to feel the earth. You got to feel the earth. You got to feel it. You got to get in touch with the elements. Then you'll be able to think straight about things. Then you'll be able to regain somewhat of your sanity in this crazy world that we're living in right now. So yeah. Man. I don't know. People don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear someone who's sensible. People just don't want to hear it. Oh, we'd rather not. We would rather not talk about it. Well, then what do you want? Well, then what do you want? I don't understand. You can't have good ideas right now in today's day and age. You can't have ideas that are different. You can't think differently. It's not about thinking differently. It's about thinking sensibly. It's about thinking rationally. It's about looking at things differently. Just annoying, man. It's annoying. It's annoying, dude. It's annoying. People want destruction. That's what I think, man. One time I went camping. I went on a 50-day camping trip last summer. 50-day solo camping trip. And when I went camping, I realized that a lot of the whole world, it all dawned upon me. This is one thing too, if you spend a few nights or maybe even a week or two, ideally like 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks out in nature, going camping, give yourself a bodily reset, get all the radiation poisoning off of you, get yourself rebuilt out there. It's a reset, mentally, mind, body, spirit reset. And one thing I was experiencing out there is I was sitting on my fire, and like it was weird, like it's like a whole like feeling came over the campsite. A whole feeling came over the campsite that like, wow, the whole world is like is on like a downward spiral of like destruction through just neurotic behavior, because that's just the way that the world makes you feel right now. That's just the way that the world makes you behave. That's how everyone's behaving. Everyone's so neurotic right now. And I was thinking that, and like the campsite next to me, it was like, I don't know, it's like we were like on this like mental connection, and they said something like exactly what I was thinking. They're like, wow, yeah, I'm thinking about the world is just like so crazy. It just feels weird like being out here, and then you look back at the world, it just seems like a different place. There's just so much hustle and bustle, never any calmness. Neurosis, everyone's neurotic. I don't know the word for it. Neurotic. No one has any chill. It's just like pedal to the metal, to the frickin' max. But yeah, that is what people should experience. That's what people should do. That's my advice. At least spend more time in nature as much as you can. As much as you can. Spend more time in nature. Look at, I'm going for a walk in the sunlight. Bring people with you. It doesn't even matter. Bring some people with you. Go for walks. Go on a nature walk. Go on a hiking. Go by yourself. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Get out more. And if you can, take a vacation and go solo camping, or go camping with whoever. Don't bring your cell phones, dude. Don't bring your cell phones. If you bring your cell phone, then try to control the habit. Just control the habit. Just be out there in nature. And it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing the sort of clarity that you have. Things will dawn on you. You know, you'll think sensibly about things, and you'll start questioning the choices you make in your life. You never have you never have any moment of time to sit down and think about things. Self-reflection, and it's a great time to do that. It's a great time to do that, and it's what a lot of people need in this day and age, just to get away. If you can't bring anyone with you, because who the hell they'll think you're crazy. You want to go on a camping trip for, you know, 2 weeks. You want to go on a camping trip for 2 weeks, airplane. You want to go on a camping trip for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they'll think you're crazy. Who cares? Go by yourself. I did it. It doesn't matter. Who cares what people think? No one cares what people think of you at a state park. Go to a state park. So yeah. That is what I wanted to say. That is what I want to say. I think I made this video too long. I'm gonna enjoy my nature walk here. I go for a nature walk, and then I'm gonna go home. And I'm gonna eat something. And then the same old thing tomorrow. Same old daily routine. But oh my God, I can't breathe lately. I don't know what it is. My esophagus or chest is all like tight. Yeah. Being out here, I feel more relaxed. Got the fresh air that you don't experience. I smell the mud. I smell the grasses, the straw. It's amazing. Oh, and walk barefoot too. That's another thing which I feel like has helped me. Grounding. Walk barefoot. Walk barefoot. Get in touch with the earth. In fact, I might do it a little bit right now. It kind of sucks because I have to carry these big freaking boots around with me. But But damn, man, it's just so nice. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, the ground feels so great. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, but yeah, dude. People need to get out more, be more in touch with the natures. Um, oh, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, dude. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Oh, oh, it's healthier on your feet too, because it's like your feet, your whole like skeletal system. It's like walking on Earth, which is not a hard concrete surface. It's like more natural and betterer for your feet, for your posture. It's not so rough and rigid. Feels like right now my knee's been hurting. My knee's been hurting. I damaged it. Did a little Muay Thai practice. I do a little Muay Thai. Signed up for the club 2 months ago. Me and my nephew, we practiced too together. Do some sparring. And I was in the sparring session. I got hit in the knee. And like right in the funny bone. I don't know what it is. The side of the, I don't know, like right down here. And it just hurt like hell. And it's still hurting like hell. And man, I was just walking in my shoes. Walking in my freaking shoes 2 seconds ago, and now it's not hurting anymore. It's not hurting anymore. It feels amazing. It feels good on my joints. It just feels better on my joints. Oh my God, this is great. Oh man, it's nice out here. But yeah, man. But yeah, people, they gotta calm down. They gotta get out in touch with the nature. Meditate a bit, calm down, breathing, deep breathing. Less wars in the world, less people crying and bitching, less mental illness. Yeah, dude. That's what people need. That's what people need. Oh God. Oh. Ooh, oh, muddy. Oh man. All right. I think I'm gonna go. Peace out.